we've had a look at the young Oloroso, so the 4-year-old. So what we'll do, we'll project ourselves 8 years up the road.
Great.
And we'll have a look at this 12-year-old, which is same style of cask, first full sherry butt. Get that, Charlie.
Lots of practice. I can see he's gone into this Valinch wielding. Wow.
This is the hard part of the job, having to look at samples on a regular basis.
Wow, look at the colour of that. This is 12 years.
This is 12 years, yeah, and you can see a huge difference in colour. That extra 8 years make much more rounded.
I mean, I thought that was remarkably good, but this has been... This has got a sort of a toffee note, whereas this is, if this is toffee, it's treacle toffee.
Yeah, you're getting more into the definitive, sort of raisin sherry, as we all know.
And you said earlier that you tend to, and I know this is true, that you tend to lose smokiness over age, but this seems to me to...
12-year-old, you'll still retain the traditional Bowmore smokiness. When we go into the older, and when I say it loses, you're sort of 17, 18, 25, you've still got it there, but you've not got the same intensity. That gets replaced with a sort of more fruity flavour. And that is just the chemistry of the interaction between the wood and the whiskey.
Yeah.
Difficult to explain.
It's fruity and it's dried fruits. It's like, yes.
So that colour...
I'm just having a look at the beads. Oh, look at that. That tells you something about the texture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You would expect it to have a terrific viscosity.
And that colour, unlike we saw in the bourbon, that colour is getting picked up not from the caramelisation of the wood, because a sherry cask is only lightly toasted. That colour is being picked up from the tannins in the wood. Right. So you've got this year-on-year breathing of the cask, the rich tannins sort of permeating into the whiskey permeating into the wood, and that chemical reaction is what's given us this magnificent balance. And say as each year goes by, it continues that complexity of oxidation, maturation. One of the wonders of maturing Scotch whisky.
Is it potentially infinite? I mean, I know that you've released some very, very old Bowmores, typically 40.
Yeah, the problem with the older whiskies isn't so much, if you've got good casks, you can manage them through. The problem with the older whiskies is it loses strength eventually. And that's what tends to beat most distillers.
Of course, because if it dips below 40%, it can no longer be sold as Scotch.
Technically cannot be sold as Scotch whisky. And sort of almost criminal that you have a cask for 40, 45 years and you lose it in strength. So what we sometimes have to do is release it at maybe an unusual age, like 37 or 38. And most of that's dictated by strength. So what I want to do is, that's us looked at the young sherry, we've looked at the older sherry as well. What I'd like you to look at is one of the older bourbons.
Great, yep.
And we'll see how these flavours start complexing into the final product.